Episode 3. We are here for episode 3. As you can see by the title of the video of True Detective. Last episode was crazy. I feel like, you know, he had a boy Marty who didn't just want to take the cake and eat it. He wanted to build a bakery, start a chain restaurant of bakeries all throughout Louisiana.
It was interesting because we had a bit of tension between Marty and Rust.
Yeah.
But I feel like by the end of the episode, they're almost like closer in a way. It's like they had no secrets between each other because Rust revealed his past with his daughter and his wife. So now they kind of like know some of the darkest parts about each other.
Exactly. So it almost feels like that is bringing them closer together.
Also in the last episode, we found out a bit more about Dora Lang and where she was, what she was up to. And we found this church at the end of the last episode.
Right.
With a drawing resembling the murder from the first episode.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of starting to connect. What that means, how it's related, I don't really know.
That will remain to be seen.
If you're enjoying the series, we do have early access and full-length reactions over on Patreon. And you know what? Why don't you leave a little like and subscribe while you're here too?
It's so easy. You know, it's just that you move the mouse, or if you're on your phone, it's just a little click like that. You know, unless you get a hand cramp. Then if you get a hand cramp, then I apologize. I guess it's kind of our fault because we told you. You know what? Let's just watch the show.
Today we're watching The Locked Room. Do you think there's like this locked room is probably? Would you imagine it's related to do you think it's a physical locked room?
I think so.
Or like a mental locked room?
Either way, I don't know. It could be anything, especially with McConaughey and his words of wisdom. You know.
I don't want the show to end just so we can keep listen to this.
I know.
Every week.
I might have to get some Lone Star after this series is over.
Is it good?
It just makes it look so good. I never had it before.
Oh, okay.
What a beautiful day.
Oh,
maybe not.
Yeah, they gotta get the crew out here.
Oh, that's right. Investigate
Take
everything.
pics. Will this make the police chief or whatever he is happy? Finally.
I don't know. It's hard to please that man.
He's been very grumpy.
Yeah.
He saw you in those dark corners. He heard you. Oh, my brothers, he heard those thoughts.
Those are some sideburns.
Holy sideburns.
Which is the stars and the wind between the stars. He knew you.
Hallelujah.
Parish FD said the church burned down 4 months earlier. Revival ministry. Old-time religion. You can imagine what Mr. Charisma thought of that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
What do you think the average IQ of this group is, huh?
Oh, my God.
Can you see Texas up there on your high horse? What do you know about these people?
See a propensity for obesity? Folks putting what few bucks they do have into little wicker baskets being passed around. I think it's safe to say that nobody here is going to be splitting the atom, Marty.
Your fucking attitude. Not everybody wants to sit alone in an empty room beating off the murder manuals.
Yeah, well, if the common good's got to make up fairy tales, then it's not good for anybody.
Can you imagine if people didn't believe what things they get up to?
Exact same thing they do now, just out in the open. If the only thing keeping a person decent is the expectation of divine reward, then, brother, that person is a piece of shit.
Oh, I hear that.
I guess your judgment is infallible, piece of shit wise.
You gotta get together. Tell yourself stories that violate every law of the universe. Just to get through the goddamn day. Now, what's that say about your reality, Marty?
When you get to talking like this, you sound panicked.
You figure it's all a scam, huh? All them folks?
Mm-hmm. Been that way since one monkey looked at the sun and told the other monkey, he said, for you to give me your fucking share. Anthropologists think that religion is a language virus, that it rewrites pathways in the brain.
I don't use $10 words as much as you. For a guy who sees no point in existence, you sure fret about it an awful lot.
Back and forth they go.
Yep.
At least I'm not racing to a red light. Fucking fulfillment. And closure. Like nothing's ever fulfilled. Until the very end. And closure, nothing is ever over.
Man, he's such an intense guy.
He is, man.
You recognize this girl?
I don't know for sure. I don't remember the name. Came pretty regularly when we was in Eunice.
No, you're right. We saw her in Eunice. Tina might know her.
How long were you in Eunice?
About 6 months. Widow in Opelousas leased the sheep. We left when it caught fire. That's to lay odds. Maybe one of the widow's sons wanted us off the land. But we move on. We seek no title, no retribution.
You went to church before that?
I came up under Billy Tuttle, went to his college.
Tuttle.
Baton Rouge a couple of years.
Wasn't she with someone the one day? You remember? The tall man.
Skin shiny around his jaw.
Ah, what, like burn?
Can't tell if she seems nervous or not, or if she's just reserved.
unsure.
A burn on the chin?
So I imagine it's got to be scarred, right?
Bert, you spent 2 years in Angola. Indecency, public exposure. Can he account for his whereabouts December 25th through January 3rd?
Shouldn't be a problem to find people who vouch for Bert's whereabouts. We had a good turnout there.
Someone killed this girl and made a big show of it.
Was she raped, Detective?
Why would you ask that?
If you speak to Bert alone, I believe you'll be adequately convinced of his innocence, Detective.
A light at the end of the tunnel. Well, that's what the preacher sells. Same as a shrink.
I'm still going on about this.
Encourages your capacity for illusion. Then he tells you it's a fucking virtue. Surely this is all for me. I'm so fucking important, right? You go box you.
What, have they had enough of him for the moment?
Maybe. It's even too much for them.
Compassion is ethics, Detective.
Yes, it is. Everyone's got a clean record except for Bert.
Pays for it, gets ashamed, overreacts.
That's not bad, Marty.
I don't buy it.
Well, yeah, I got all the way there without your help.
It's not him. Some bloods caught him in the shower. Took his balls off.
Oh, that's why.
Good lord.
That's why he had his pants off.
I braced him. He shit himself. Literally. I think we should move on. A tall man.
Yeah.
Well, that could be bullshit.
No, Bert knew.
Oh.
He saw the tall man, too.
One guy in the Fed database used crowns, another set of antlers.
They're both going at the same time.
Still talking business.
He wanted us to find this one.
I wondered about that.
Cane fields are a stage. Well, if somebody missed something, we need to go back, check all files, any DBs in state the last 5 years, we start there.
I've noticed you have a tendency toward myopia, tunnel vision, blows investigations.
You're obsessive, too, just not about the job.
I keep things even, separate.
People incapable of guilt usually do have a good time.
That's a good one.
You know the real difference between you and me?
Yeah. Denial.
That I know the difference between an idea and a fact. You are incapable of admitting doubt. Now that sounds like denial to me.
I doubt that.
I love these two,
Got
man.
an APB on any tall man with facial scarring.
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic between them. Like, do you think they're more similar than they want to admit?
I think so. Yeah,
Like,
otherwise...
they come from very different backgrounds.
Otherwise,
but-
why would they still be working together, you know?
You ever think maybe he tried to push things where he wanted them to go?
No, we went where the case led us.
But you took it up, though. His serial theory.
As arrogant as he could be, he was right. I mean, that's how we got our man.
Look, I did all the counseling and stuff. You know, this is just the way things are.
People get better.
Well, that's the thing. I think I am better.
Maybe you just think you prefer it this way because it's what you're used to.
Yeah,
Are they just hanging out?
Yeah, I know.
You don't think they're gonna?
I was gonna say, what if
develop something to
Maggie and
you?
Cole?
And that's why they.
I don't know. Nah,
It could be anything.
It could.
Because they're partners for a while.
He won't like seeing them two together, though. For sure.
I can't imagine. Did he mow the grass? Well, he does meet someone through her at some point.
Laura, I think. Uh-oh.
Hey, kids.
Hey, honey.
He's like, what are you doing here?
What's going on, Russ?
Brought the mower back.
Yeah, I saw it needed mowing. Return the favor. Borrowed.
Trying to get Russ to stay for dinner.
Oh, yeah? Stay for dinner, Russ.
No, I think I gotta get.
I'll walk you out.
Oh.
What the hell do you think you're doing, man? At my house when I'm not here.
Just what you think I'd be doing over here you're not around, Marty? What's our problem?
I think you're projecting a little, Marty.
I just don't ever want you mowing my lawn, all right? I like mowing my lawn.
Damn. Oh. That was intense, man. Kind of going back to what he was saying, Marty, he likes to keep things separated. You know?
Mm-hmm. And I think he likes that control over all his relationships.
Mom and I want to talk to you a minute about those drawings you did in school.
Oh.
Mace, run to your room.
Why?
Because I said so. Run to you. Go. Why'd you draw that?
Other girls liked it, and they thought it was funny. The girls dared me to do it.
It makes something that should be nice ugly.
It's okay, sweetie.
Is he still watching the game?
Do you know what it means to be a father? It means you are accountable for other people. Past a certain point, there's a futility in responsibility.
Oh, this is okay. I'm sensing another argument.
I'm concerned.
Well, she's just trying to get attention.
She's withdrawn. She asks about you and she wants to know why you're working so much now.
Task force gonna take that case. I'll be around more.
But he took the case on still.
Don't stop me. Talk.
They're gonna pull that case from us and I'll be around more and we'll do things.
Why is there all this space between us, Marty? You've been a sulky teenager. You know it. I'm trying to be your friend, Marty.
We changed, don't we? And
here I'm thinking, people don't really change at all. You know, I try to remember things because I feel like I should, like it's my job or something.
it's just life. We used to spend weekends without leaving my room.
That's not
Remember that? You know, but it's
Of course we don't
life.
screw like we're 19. You know, you put a ceiling on your life, on everything, because you won't change. You were so much smarter when I met you.
Sorry for everything. I'm taking all this for granted.
What have you been doing, Marty?
She knows.
Work. Home.
Is it
He's not gonna.
It's like I'm that coyote, you know?
What if it's
Cartoons, like I'm running off a cliff, and if I don't look down and keep running, I might be fine. I think I'm all fucked up.
It's hard to tell if he's being genuine or not.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
Yes, you are.
Is it him being genuine or is it him kind of telling her what she wants to hear? I don't know.
I don't feel like this did anything. This conversation did anything at all.
No. It didn't really solve anything.
Just push off the conversation for another day?
Yeah, he kind of just like danced around it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And didn't I thought he was gonna do it, mention
For a second it did kind of feel like
for
it,
the girl.
He's not gonna do that. He
No.
likes what he has too much.
Yeah. I guess they're kissing and making up. And that's the end of that until they fight again.
Marty?
Well, we pulled a few hospital patients. Tall, scarred, sex offenders. Which one of you guys is the box man? You. Yeah? I used to be pretty good in there myself. Not as good as Rust.
You're not bad. It's not you. There's a weight, and it's got its fish hooks in your heart and your soul. And what you did is not your fault. You got one way out, and it's through the grace of God. You are only as the Lord made you.
Please just tell me what to say. I want to
What a confess.
Damn, he is good.
You put on the show. Oh.
You're a sis record, man. That's something else.
Any pointers?
You know, you just look at somebody and think like they think. I mean, I guess it's a skill. Look them in the eyes, the whole story's right there. You just gotta be honest about what can go on up here. A locked room.
Ah.
Then again, I'm terrible with cards. I decided to put insomnia to good use.
Oh, he's going through the record? The old
Yeah, he
stuff?
can't sleep, so he's just gonna do this.
Ah, he's gonna find something, isn't he?
I bet.
I've seen the finale of thousands of lives. Each one is so sure of their realness. So certain that they were more than a biological puppet.
Maggie says he's shy.
Definitely not shy about speaking his mind. Tense, more like introvert. Oh, hey.
Oh, this is awkward.
Hi, Russ.
Jennifer Rustin.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, Jennifer. Different girl.
No?
Did he just give him alcohol?
It looks like it.
He's got a problem. Come on, Martin.
Oh gosh, it's so awkward.
He tastes colors.
So, what is synesthesia?
It's a type of hypersensitivity. One sense triggers another sense.
Is she here?
Oh. Worlds are colliding.
When something feels good, does that mean it feels twice as good? Like from two different ways?
He's going.
Yeah. Marty.
The waitress will bring him, babe.
Why wait? I'll be right back.
He just can't let it go. Is she gonna see him, his wife, Maggie?
I feel like Russ would pick up on it if he saw them together.
What are you doing?
Does it look like I'm on a date, aren't you?
You gonna go home with this guy? Huh?
It's really none of your business. Do you fuck your wife?
What do you want me to do?
What?
I don't want to marry you. That's my whole point. Let's just run its course.
Here, have a shot.
Bro, that is bold of Marty to do.
I just don't understand his reasoning. Like,
2 shots.
I guess he's just so. I don't know.
I didn't just come here to drink, you know.
Let me just sit this down.
Are they gonna be dancing too? Oh, come on.
I think she likes it a little, though, making him jealous.
So what's Alaska like?
It's beautiful.
Is he seeing what's happening?
Yeah, I think so.
What'd you do in Paris?
Mainly just got drunk in front of Notre Dame.
That's a real hootenanny, isn't it?
All the useless spinning. You asked about the interrogation, so you want to know the truth? I never been in a room more than 10 minutes. I didn't know whether the guy did it or not.
Russ spent a lot of off-duty running DBs. If his job was his idea of himself, fine. The rest of us had families, people in our lives, good things.
Oh my god. I can't listen to him talk sometimes. Like, it's
Wait.
too cringy.
Fuck you!
Is he at the girl's place?
Fuck, Marty. Get out of here. I'll call the cops.
Well, let's see how that works
I know
out
other
for
cops.
you. Oh, okay.
Marty!
Is he gonna beat the crap out of this guy?
Stop your fucking dick!
Stop it! Get out! Get off!
He's gonna kill him.
Did she suck your dick?
Just for a little bit.
You should have said no.
Sorry I got in your face, guy. I'm not a psycho. That's why I always said I think Russ needed a family. It's boundaries. Boundaries are good.
He's a mess, man. Martin. At least Russ knows what he is, you know?
Yeah.
He knows who he is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Steve Geraci said he caught something and needed help. You know if it's true?
I didn't hear anything. I wouldn't. I mean, Geraci wouldn't pull me. He hates me.
You drop Jen at home?
Yeah. I walked her to the door.
You don't have to fall in love at first sight, you know.
No, I know. Look, she's nice. Pretty.
I think you guys would be good together if you gave it a chance. You guys don't give things chances. I don't know why that is.
That's because we know what we want. Go to bed, Maggie. Marty will be home. Take care.
Yeah, there's definitely. I feel like there's got to be something between them.
You think?
It's just too like their conversations are so intimate. So far.
3 days in a row. Is that a new personal record?
I found one. I think another girl from earlier.
He's still trying to recover from last night.
Blood in Abbeville. They pulled this girl out of the river.
Says here that her death was accidental, drowned, water in the lungs. How's that hand?
Look at this lacerations to the abdomen. Plus, she was positive for meth and LSD.
Yep, just like Dora.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. ID is Rihanna Olivier, 22.
I think we caught a break in the case, boss.
We follow up. We still got a few days.
Damn right.
2 days. That goes to task force. You two catch again.
Shit.
Try that serial theory on him. Now he will pull you just for spite.
Pellet Canal is 2 hours away.
I think man can love 2 women at once.
I don't think that man can love.
He's talking to the wrong guy, Martin.
You wonder ever you're a bad man?
World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door.
Well, it takes bad men to take down bad men.
Yeah.
Eesh. Marty's just now coming to that conclusion.
Right. I know.
When's the last time you saw your granddaughter?
She left 4 years ago. Like her mom. Yeah, everybody think they gonna be something they not.
She had a boyfriend you know about, a man?
Yeah, she took up with that Ledoux fella. I ain't never had nobody ask me about him before.
So you got a full name on that Ledoux boy?
Reggie.
Say, where'd Rianne go to school?
Light away when it was open.
Do you have anything of hers, possessions, anything?
What you boy looking all this up for? I was told she drowned in the flood.
We're just looking for a man might have known her.
Who?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
He ended up having a little box of her stuff, had her last yearbook, 10th grade. But why'd he keep the box, huh? Did he ask himself? I guess that's one way to do it. Keep your eyes on the crab traps. Kind of reminded me of Rust a little bit.
Rihanna Olivia, here she is. 10th grade. The school is part of Tuttle's foundation.
He keeps being brought up. I guess he just has a hand in everything? Or their family has a hand in everything?
Yeah.
This place shut down in '92, right?
Yeah, the way I heard it.
Do you work here then?
No, sir, I work for the parish. Cover several properties.
I-23, go.
I got comeback on your R&I. Reginald Ledoux, DOB 11-1360.
I only been coming here the last few months. Parish added it to my work order.
R&I just came back. Reggie Ledoux skipped parole 8 months ago. But 93, he's busted in connection to a narcotics lab used to make meth and LSD. Ledoux did 2 years at Avoyles, and guess who his cellmate was the last 4 months?
Charlie Lang.
Charlie!
Well, where's Ledoux?
Getting a list of relatives, KAs, been out of pocket since jumping parole. We'll find him.
But this is only episode 3. But we also have the current day crime to deal with as well.
I need an all-state APB on one Reginald Ledoux.
What is he doing?
And finally, we arrive at Reginald Ledoux.
Come on, man. You want to ask me? Ask, goddammit. You ever been in a gunfight? Well, how the fuck you gonna know what I'm talking about?
It reminded me of my pop talking about Nan. Now look, me talking about what happened back then, that ain't gonna do you any good now. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. When I'm talking about time and death, there are broader ideas at work, mainly what is owed between us as a society for our mutual illusions. Our 14 straight hours of staring at DBs, these are the things you think of. You look in their eyes, even in a picture. Doesn't matter if they're dead or alive. And you know what you see? They welcomed it. Right there in the last instant. It's an unmistakable relief. And now they saw for the very first time how easy it was to just let go.
This doesn't sound too good, is it?
Yeah.
All your life, not all your love, all your hate, all your memory, all your pain, it was all the same thing. A dream that you had inside a locked room. A dream about being a person. And like a lot of dreams, there's a monster at the end of it.
What the fuck?
That's weird.
Yeah. Imagine seeing that. Is that it? They're gonna end it on that? Ah. Shit.
I feel like this one really took it up a notch with his many ideas.
His philosophy. I need to just sit back
I know.
and process everything. Damn.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I know.
I don't even know like where to begin.
I guess we can. First off, what do you think the locked room represents?
It kind of just feels like it boils down to it's all kind of like pointless, or like it's not attainable really. And so that's why he was saying like at the end, that split second thing that he sees is that like, at least he thinks that people all feel like glad that it's over, that you have to like stop trying to reach that unattainable thing behind the locked door.
Yeah. I mean, that final speech, you can see the two detectives.
They're like, yes, give me more.
Yeah, their suspicions are definitely, being elevated, but I still don't think he had nothing to do with it.
Like, why do you think he hasn't killed himself? Like, it feels like
Russ,
he doesn't have...
I know.
Any interest in life. He's talking about death as if it's this, like, final, like, beautiful release of all of this crap.
But then again, he still remains alive.
It was interesting to see in this episode the flip-flop of, in the beginning, we could see Rust kind of seeming a little bit high and mighty when talking about the whole religion thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then you kind of saw the opposite of that with Marty being all high and mighty about the family thing.
Oh my gosh.
And they each...
Yeah. Just needs a family. That's all Russ needed, is a family.
Yeah. They each hold certain viewpoints that they're very certain about what they believe.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
And there's no real changing them. I mean, look at both of them, right? Marty to this day.
Yeah. Has no remorse, it seems, for what he did.
No.
As far as his wife goes, and the other girl.
They're both flawed characters, but I think that's where they get along.
But they don't get along. It's weird. It's like...
It's like what is it?
It's almost like they're drawn to each other.
Yeah, that's more what it is.
Maybe because of how they challenge each other in a way. Like, they don't necessarily like each other, but they do have a certain dynamic that's just very...
You can't really replicate that. It's hard to, have that anywhere else.
Yeah.
With another person.
They're obviously not similar in what they believe. Like, they're very opposite.
They are, yeah.
But I think in their core, they are kind of similar people in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to explain.
It is.
I'm very curious. I want to know why
after all this time
break up. I guess.
Yeah. Did he still have his ring? I took note of that, like that long pause that Marty did after they showed that argument between him and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
So was that just like a stare of like regret of like what happened. I don't know. It was
maybe felt like a little longing in there, sadness.
Maybe. Oh my gosh, the whole dance. Oh my, yeah.
Marty's crazy.
He is. Yeah.
Like, I feel like he came in there ready to kill that guy. Like, he's just so possessive and completely hypocritical.
Right. And yeah, I feel like both, going back to the like what you're supposed to be, like this a man, whatever, person. Yeah, I think both characters do struggle with it being like a person, and you see that with Russ, and then you see with like Martin, and he was talking to Russ like, oh, what does it mean? Or are you a bad person? Can you, like, he just has all these like, he's just questioning life and like what it means, I guess, to have a normal life.
Yeah.
Maybe they both aren't cut out for normalcy. Like, just like the whole fact with him and his daughters, and he was just kind of watching the game. The daughter was like trying to, I don't know, they were trying to figure out what was wrong with the daughter. I don't know. Like, does he want to be a father?
Yeah.
Like, does he want this life does he like the life that he has?
Right. Or did he just do it because that's what's expected?
Right.
Especially in, Southern, family-oriented, religion-oriented place. Like, that's just what you do.
Right.
Do you think he's changed? I mean, because we've seen in a lot of the arguments that he's had with Maggie that it didn't always used to be this way. Or maybe he has always been this way, but he was better at hiding it.
Yeah.
Marty?
I know. Yeah, he still says the same things in the present day as far as like, you gotta have a family, and he does it back then.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe he's just, I don't know, maybe he's not admitted, he still hasn't admitted to like all of that, so.
It seems like the stuff with his family is causing more stress than like the job.
Yeah.
But yet he says that you need that to balance it. I don't know. He's a confusing guy. Russ can be a little hard to understand intelligence-wise, but Marty is hard to understand like logic-wise, and just they're both frustrating in different ways.
Right. They had an argument about like, oh, if there was no religion, people would go crazy in the streets, and then Russ had said, oh, if that's all what you need for you to prevent you from being bad, then you're still a piece of shit. Right. That was one, like, that dialogue really stood out to me.
Yeah.
And I could see, both points of view.
Marty's technically religious, right? But he's not.
Yeah.
Following the tenets of his religion by committing adultery. So
no, exactly.
It's tricky because Russ was acting a little high and mighty, as Marty said, just talking really like badly about the people who were there, the congregation.
True.
Like, everyone who's here is poor or dumb or whatever. And like, personally, I'm not religious. Mm-hmm. But I can understand why people are. But I do think, like, I didn't like how he was talking about those people, but I do think probably the religion is stronger in areas where that people are poorer, and areas where people need something to like hope for.
Yeah, hope for.
So like, I kind of got his point, but I just didn't like how
he presented it.
How he was thinking of the people.
Yeah.
So we got another victim.
Yes.
I guess we should talk about that, about the pretend. I guess, do you think that's the actual guy then?
Reggie Ledoux. I imagine this is like the house where they rescued the kids that they've mentioned before.
You think? Was it he roomed with Dora Lang's ex
in prison?
How do you think he relates to the little girl from way along ago?
I know. Maybe that's. I know. What if they can't make that connection? I could see them like getting this guy and being like, oh, this is him, it has to be him. But there's a lot of evidence, but then there's maybe a piece still missing that doesn't connect him to something, but they're just gonna go ahead and pin it on this guy. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like if that happened, Rust wouldn't be happy.
No.
But I could also see like the authority, like the chief and everyone in the leadership positions pushing to just close it because it's caused so much chaos on the area.
Mm-hmm. But that name keeps floating around, Tuttle.
Tuttle.
So there's Tuttle, the governor.
And yeah, why was that guy suddenly... It was just kind of weird how he was like suddenly mowing the lawn. Like he had just been put there a while ago for that school.
Yeah.
Even though it had been closed for a while.
I feel like there was more to that whole scene.
Felt kind of weird.
Otherwise, why would they put that in there? I feel like. But yeah, there's Tuttle, the governor, and then his cousin, I think, is the reverend that we saw.
Reverend.
Who has a hand in everything. So that's raising my suspicions.
Do you think what that gas mask he was wearing could have been
just from
that drawing, that mistaken, or that drawing that they had? Because it didn't really look like that. Because the drawing had like a tree.
Yeah, he did have long hair though.
Maybe he just likes to wear masks. I don't know.
Right. Because I imagine he uses that to make the drugs.
Do people normally wear? I don't know. Do they normally wear gas masks when making drugs?
Well, I mean, I watched Breaking Bad. They did it in there, so especially when it comes to like chemicals and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm very curious how it's going to end as well, just because like these characters are very interesting, and I guess you just wonder if it all wraps up and they're not involved or whatever. You know, no one gets arrested or anything. Yeah, do they just? I guess they just keep living how they have been.
Maybe.
All right, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.